Hello, my name is David Allen and this is one of a series of videos about Life Between Lives spiritual regression. This video will tell you about LBL itself, what it actually is, how it differs from past life regression and how it's actually achieved. The series also includes other videos that address the common questions that people normally ask about their spiritual existence. Questions concerning soulmates and soul groups, current life progress, the nature of soul existence, and why some lives experience extreme difficulties. Remember that all the information presented here comes directly from the spoken word of real people, and the examples quoted are from sessions I have personally conducted. So you could say that these answers come from the unique source of individual experience. You can see the other videos by clicking on the page links that brought you here or by using the YouTube menus. Now about LBL and a word about how it came about. The expression LBL, Life Between Lives Hypnotherapy, and the techniques that we use to discover people's deepest soul memories were developed from over 30 years of work in this area and from over 7,000 case studies by Dr. Michael Newton. And the results were published in a series of books called Journey of Souls, Destiny of Souls, and Life Between Lives Hypnotherapy. These books represent the results of analysis and collation of all the verbatim descriptions of our soul existence given by each client. This also helped to determine and prove the techniques used to best access those deep memories. His work in these books form the basis of the teachings of the Newton Institute for Life Between Lives Hypnotherapy. The Institute also trains and certifies experienced hypnotherapists who want to be able to do this work. The next book, Memories of the Afterlife, is due to be published in the third quarter of 2009 and is a compilation of stories about individual people and how the LBL experience has fundamentally changed their lives. The stories are written by certified LBL therapists and come directly from client sessions where a clear and observable life change has subsequently occurred. When published, it will answer questions about the benefits of LBL far better than I'm able to do in this short video. However, enough of that, just what is LBL? LBL is the seeking of soul memories conducted by a therapist with a client who is in deep hypnosis. The soul awareness of the client is reached when the trance depth is sufficient and the journey from the end of their last life to the beginning of the next one has begun. From that point, the therapist follows the journey undertaken by the soul and reported on by the client. The role of the therapist is to question, elucidate, and sometimes challenge the detail that emerges. You've probably heard of past life regression. It's a process, also usually conducted under hypnosis, whereby people speak about themselves as being different people at different times and different places. That's usually seen by us consciously as being in the past. Both past life and Life Between Lives hypnotherapy clearly support the concept of an ongoing immortal soul and its continued development by the living of physical existences time and time again. However, whereas past life regression focuses only on a single former existence at a time, with no clear connection to either soul existence or even other previous lives, Life Between Lives hypnotherapy follows the journey from your soul, from the end of your last life until the beginning of the next one. People constantly report meeting their spirit guide and members of their soul group. They often experience an evaluation process where questions about this life and previous lives are asked and answered. They will see and understand that which is appropriate for them at the time. There's always a spiritual guidance in these sessions, and people almost always find the answers they seek. Clients often report upon their spiritual roles, teaching and learning, the process of choosing a new life, other incarnations, karma, and their progress to date in this current existence. One client was specifically concerned, when in soul state, with replacing soul energy. Critical to this client's understanding of their own value was an understanding about their spiritual work as a soul healer. They helped to remove soul energy when it became damaged in the process of joining with the human fetus. It was revealed that sometimes the connection between soul and the human brain at the time of joining doesn't happen as it ought to. And this client helped to remove the damaged energy so that a replacement can be made. This is part of the verbatim report of that work. Because the baby is still young and not really conscious of its own life, a new spirit has time to come in and take over. But before the new spirit can come in and take over, we have to get the old one out. In a new baby, you cannot cross spirits over. You have to get an old damaged one out first before you can get a new one in. I don't arrange for the new spirits to go into the baby, but I take the old ones out. And we help to heal that damaged spirit with light vibrations and rejoin that soul's energy with the undamaged remaining part still in the spiritual realm. Now, an LBL session itself is quite long in hypnosis terms, around about 4 hours, and the depth of trance needed has to be sustained for long periods of time. Typically, the client is slowly taken into a deeply relaxed state. Visualization techniques are used to prepare the mind for detailed descriptions of what is to come later. As the therapist, it's my job to question at every step. Firstly, to ensure that what is experienced is explained clearly for the recording, and to challenge some statements to ensure their validity, and of course to make sure that the questions that are prepared in advance by the client are answered to their satisfaction. The session is ended when the client decides it is to end, and they are satisfied that they have the answers they need. The LBL process creates an understanding in the awareness of the client of who they are and why they exist as they do in their current life. Important questions do get answered, and none of the answers come from me. All the telepathic conversations occur between the client and various spiritual entities, and the answers they seek come from them. We know that these understandings change lives. We know that people find meaning in what was once uncertainty, even in lives of pain and suffering. To be able to show people how they can know and understand the purpose of their existence and the meaning of their suffering is, I think, a job worth doing. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.